I met with the innocent highland people of the northernmost regions of Thailand, whose souls spoke of nature unpolluted. They're preserving their tradition and heritage and are creating hope through the gifts that nature gives them. I met people who resembled a warm cup of coffee. Filled with the fragrance of my recent travels, I headed towards a sparkling emerald-colored sea to meet artworks created by nature. Once through the secret cave, mysterious life is found in the sea. The sea can be a place for pioneering and a place of fate for some. I discovered the people of Paani Island, who have taken root in the sea. They did not allow anything to get in their way. While I was traveling, I let go of my greed and emptied my heart. My next visit led me to the seas and forests of Thailand. Thailand is a land of beautiful smiles. Today's journey takes me to a paradise created by nature. Tonga Bay, located near Phuket in Thailand. I could see a grand scene of scattered clouds like cotton candy under my feet. Once under the clouds, I could see the beautiful Tonga Bay. South Thailand's sky was clear and the sun was warm. In order to see the most beautiful scenery of Tonga Bay, I took a boat from eastern Phuket, a place called Thailand's Pearl. The curvy coastline along the land was a sight to see before reaching the wide sea. There was a dense mangrove forest along the coastline. Tonga means mountains of elephant ivory in Thai. The rugged limestone rocks that look like ivory create a picturesque view. The island of Tapu, protruding from the middle of the sea, is a highlight of the visit.
พอน้ำแห้งเต็มที่มันจะเห็นข้างใต้เข้าไม่ได้ครับที่นี่เขากลัวมันไม่รู้จะล้มตอนไหนครับช่วงมันหนักแล้วก็
I decided to get off the boat in order to see the beauty of Tapu, or James Bond, Island up close. Made famous by the movie, tourists poured in to see the island. Much like the meaning of its name, Nail Island, Tapu Island stands top-heavy upon a narrow base. However, the island could not be seen wholly with the eye. It is called an island and not a rock for a reason.
밑에 내려가게 되면은 지금 이 높이만큼의 깊이 있는 섬이 지금 형성이 되어 있다고 해요. 그래서 그 높이가 얼마인지 확실히 가늠할 수 없을 정도로 아주 큰 섬입니다. 긴 모양의 섬입니다.
It is like seeing the tip of an iceberg. The long years of waves hitting the island have created an interesting sculpture.
동굴 같은 데 밑에 가시면요. 비어 있는 공간이 있어요. 예, 꼭 동굴처럼 돼 있어요. 이 섬 아래 보시면은 그래서 근데 좀 불이 좁아서 거기 들어가려면 하늘을 빌려 타고 들어가야 되거든요.
There are many limestone caves under the island. The canoe is so small that it can carry only the boatman and 2 people. The elderly boatmen welcome travelers.
안녕하세요.พูดได้แต่พูดเยอะๆพูดไม่ได้
These works of art were created by nature alone. Mysterious and curious-looking rocks appeared before my eyes. They have been completed by the wind and sea and continue to change into new shapes. Some of the rocks take on familiar shapes.
อันนี้หัวควายปักทุบบดีหัวควาย
목화이.
ใช่ทุบบ
아,
ดี
물소 머리를.
อ่า
아, 물소 머리같이 생겼네, 정말. 그러고 보니까.
The black part sticking out of the cliff really looks like an animal.
이 배를 저어주시는 분들이 약간 분위기 메이커 역할도 같이 해주시는 것 같아요. 네. 젊은 분들 막 재밌는 얘기도 하고, 네. 그리고 이 돌들도 다 이름을 붙여가지고 어떤 돌은 뭐 닮았다 이런 식으로 막 이름을 붙여서 부르네요.
The canoe went towards the big limestone cave. The cave is like an entrance to a new world. Every time a cave is passed, a new world appears. This cave is so low, I must completely lie down to pass under it. Even lying down, the ceiling of the cave almost seems to brush against my nose, making me nervous. After passing this low cave, a secret space with calm tides appears.
코끝이 닿을 만큼 이렇게 낮은 동굴을 지금 지나서 오니까 더 조용한, 정말 어떻게 설명해야 될지 모르겠는데 정말 비밀의 공간 같은 곳이 다 펼쳐져 있는 게 너무 신기해요.
It seems like a refuge surrounded by limestone. I wondered what would be waiting beyond this cave.
너무 아름다운 또 신세상에 펼쳐졌어요. 너무너무 예뻐요. 너무 고요하고 굉장히 좋아요.
The sea color has turned to dark green. The mangrove trees with their roots in water form a forest. Roots that absorb oxygen are spread on the surface of the water. The mangrove roots are the home of many fish. A mud skipper is resting upon a mangrove root to breathe. The mangrove forest is a treasure of the ecosystem that provides a home for many living species. We found a big jellyfish. It is an edible jellyfish.
ทีนี้ปลาไปดองเสร็จก็เอามาผัดโอ้อร่อยตัวละ20 บาทนะกิโลละ65 บาทนี่แหละแพงแพง
You can see how the sea is teeming with life.
이 맹글로브는 바다의 허파라고도 하잖아요. 네, 그래서 그런지 정말 이 맹글로브 숲 주변에 다양한 이 생물체들이, 바다 생물체들이 서식을 하고 있는 걸 볼 수가 있습니다. 그야말로 정말 살아있는 자연 학습장 같아요.
Tonga Bay not only boasts the beauty of nature, but is also home to a people living a different life. Paani Island is the only place in Tonga Bay where people live. The houses were built on top of stilts upon the sea. It is like an artificial island. The construction of Paani Island first began 200 years ago. It looks quite sturdy. Let's take a look at Paani Island, a place with many stories to tell. Befitting an aquatic village, each house has a canoe. The settlers built houses on a quiet part of sea using the roots of mangrove trees. They have reinforced the base pillars with concrete. Paani Island was originally built by 3 families from Indonesia who settled here while in search of a new home. They promised each other to raise a flag when they found a good place to live. Paani means flag in Indonesian. Most of the people in Paani are fishermen.
สวัสดีค่ะขออนุญาตเข้าไปนะคะ
Our team found someone who invited us to his home.
คุณลุงวันนี้ไม่ไปหาปลาเหรอคะ
ไม่ครับวันนี้หยุดครับ
อ๋อปกติก็อยู่กันกี่
อยู่
คนนะคะ
อยู่สามคน
อ
ครับ
ยู่กัน3 คน
ครับ
What does the interior of a floating house look like?
ตรงนี้เป็นห้องครัวนะคะ여기가 이제 부엌이에요. 여기서 음식을 해서 드시는데.
There is a gas stove
ไปได้เมียข้างนอก
and even a washing machine.
ล้างจานเหรอคะอ๋อ 이건 이제 그 설거지 같은 거 할 수 있는 물인데 관이야เปิดดูได้ไหมคะ 물이 굉장히 잘 나와요. 섬인데도 뭐 전혀 생활하기에 불편함이 없이 이렇게 다 구비가 되어 있네요.
เมื่อก่อนที่เอาน้ำมีเรือครับต้องไปตักน้ำที่ข้างเขาเนี่ย
ค่ะ
ครับต้องขี่เรือไปอีก แล้วก็เอาน้ำมาใช้
แต่
ตอนนี้มีประปาของจังหวัดเขาน้ำ
สำหรับดื่มนะ
ครั
คะ
บ
이건 정수기거든요. 그러니까 식수 같은 경우에는 이렇게 정수기를 사용해서 지금 물을 정수해서 마시고 있네요. ดีค่ะตรงฝั่งนี้นะคะ
ฝั่งนี้เป็นห้อง
The household facilities are no different from anything in a standard modern home. It seems that life is very much the same wherever you go. There is even a good-sized market. It is almost difficult to believe that it is a market on top of water. It is a market with everything you could need. These accessories are popular to the women of Paani and tourists alike. Another popular store is a fried shrimp store. Shrimp is a specialty of Paani Island. At the market, I could see store owners and other women wearing hijabs. This is due to the Indonesian Muslim tradition. I could not miss sampling the street food sold in the market. This thin pancake topped with various ingredients is a highly popular snack food in Thailand. It is actually a Muslim dish.
ชื่อก็โรตีค่ะเป็นอาหารของมุสลิมนะคะทานเวลาช่วงว่างกินกับกาแฟเป็นอาหารว่างทานกับกาแฟค่ะโรตี
The warm roti is cut into bite-sized pieces and condensed milk is sprinkled on top. It is a sort of fast food created on the spot, but it really captured my taste buds.
진짜 너무 맛있어요. 향긋한 그 바나나와 또 연유와 또 계란의 향이 막 나면서 바삭바삭하면서 진짜 맛있어요.
At one corner of the market, I found women hard at work on something. They are making pearl necklaces. Each pearl is hand-woven.
지금 이 근처에서 나는 진주를 가지고 진주 목걸이를 만들고 계시는데 기술이 너무 좋으시네요. 너무 예쁜데.
เนี่ยค่ะกินจา
목걸이.
บุกกอรี
진짜 목걸이. 진짜 진주라고.
One of the women told me that I would look good with this bracelet.
자석으로 돼 있어서
Their ideas are very good.
자석으로 돼 있어요. 옆으로. 뺄 때는 이렇게 옆으로.
Paani Island's accessories are characterized by the many layers of pearls. Everything is available on Paani Island. There's even a school. It is a school which has been built upon the sea. The long corridors and the classroom structure are similar to Korean schools, but the teacher sits at the back of the classroom. Even though the teacher's seat is different, the student's expression while getting her homework checked is familiar. This classroom is where the children of Paani Island will dream and hope. The wooden desks make me reminisce about the past.
어릴 때 쓰던 책상 그런 책상 생각나네요. 막 낙서도 돼 있고 구멍 뚫려 있고.
The desk cover is also covered with promises of friendship and shy confessions. If it were not for the sea seen between the floor planks, I would not be able to tell that this was a school floating on water because it was so well equipped. There is a playground for children to play in, and a kindergarten exists on one side. It is time for the children to nap. The children are away in their dreamlands. The school goes up to 9th grade. It emphasizes some classes more than others.
คือภาษาอังกฤษที่ใช้ก็ส่วนใหญ่เราจะแนะนำส่วนที่ไปใช้ในชีวิตจริงประจำวันอย่างเช่นขายของที่ระลึกแนะนำสถานที่ท่องเที่ยวอะไรเช่นนั้นนะครับ
Once the classes ended, the female students gathered at a noodle shop. They're like Korean students who snack after school. Because of where they live, the ingredients they pick are also different.
특이하게 저는 이렇게 중부지방에서는 못 보는 멸치 같은 거 같이 넣어서 먹어요. 사이빠 도이노? 알라이네? 너무 맛있대요. 맛있겠다 진짜.
The girls gathered to eat their hand-picked meals. The children who are experiencing growth spurts seem to be hungry for more food. Then, what are the male students doing? They're playing football upon the sea. Hundreds of floats were linked on top of the sea to create this soccer field. The field is huge.
보세요. 지금 이 바다 위에 축구장이 둥둥 떠 있어요. 이게 정말 이 빠니 마을에서만 볼 수 있는 해상 축구장이라고 할 수가 있는데.
But there is a problem with playing soccer here. The ball keeps on falling into the sea. When the ball falls out of the pitch, the boys go diving right after it. The children play soccer and swim at the same time.
네, 지금 저도 같이 끼워준다고 하는데 저는 우도를 벗을 수는 없으니까 저 티셔츠를 입은 팀으로 제가 들어가도록 하겠습니다.
I can't even play soccer, but I felt invigorated playing soccer barefoot with the children. The children were quite skilled. I focused more on keeping the ball from falling into the sea. However, the ball fell into the sea once again. However, they cannot give up their love for soccer. There's also a soccer team that consists of adults. The soccer skills are now recognized as a result of their hard practice despite their environmental conditions.
เราขึ้นไปครั้งแรกทางในเมืองเขาบอกว่าอย่ามาเล่นเลยเล่นไม่เป็นเราก็ไม่ท้อปีต่อไปเราขึ้นไปเราก็ได้แชมป์ยาวเลยครับความพยายาม
These people enjoy their lives on the sea. They're also keeping their tradition and faith. Following the Islam tradition, the villagers bow down towards Mecca 5 times a day. The Paani Muslims living in Buddhist Thailand have found a harmonious point between the two cultures while living for 200 years upon this island.
ชื่อศาสนาอิสลามนี่ก็ตามโครงการของอิสลามแต่ศาสนาอิสลามต้องถือตามบทของพระที่ไทยนะถือพระเจ้าแผ่นดินเหมือนกันพระเจ้าแผ่นดินพระเจ้าที่ยิ่งใหญ่กว่า
The people of Paani Island are descendants of settlers who had accepted their fate upon the sea. Although their fate is not an easy one, it is also beautiful. 3 hours away from Tonga Bay, I continued my travels in Surat Thani province. I heard of a special friendship that existed in the forests of Surat Thani. I arrived at the monkey training college. The principal welcomed me. She had a precious companion in life. It was a friend that could be met in the forest. Her companion was a monkey. The monkeys here receive a special kind of training. When given the signal, the monkey ran up the coconut tree. He reached the top in no time. And started dropping the coconut fruits down. He is doing a great job picking the coconuts. The monkeys are trained to pick coconut fruit using their talent for climbing trees. He's working really hard. The monkey has completed his mission well. What is even more surprising is that the monkey only picks ripe coconuts.
와, 이게 지금 원숭이가 딴 야자 열매거든요. 근데 보시면은 색깔이 아주 일정하게 다 이런 갈색이 아주 잘 익은 것만 땄어요. 진짜 너무 기특하고 영리해요. 진짜 너무 똑똑해요.
The monkey is very helpful in doing things that people cannot do.
ใช้ชีวิตกับลิงค่าหน่วยกิจของลิงนะคะ 8,000 บาทค่ะรวมค่าอาหารที่พักนะคะเนี่ยค่ะการฝึกเก็บมะพร้าวเสร็จเรียบร้อยในนี้ค่ะ
This is the first monkey training school in Thailand. I inquired as to how its training course was special.
무서운 것 같아. 저를 좀 무서워하고 있는 것 같아. 너무 지금 낯설어가지고 제가.
This is a new monkey taking his basic class. The student monkey keeps on being distracted.
지금 이 원숭이 같은 경우는 나이도 아직 너무 어리고 여기 들어온 지도 얼마 안 됐대요. 그래서 아직은 선생님하고 친근감을 쌓는 그런 과정에 있는 것 같아요. 그래서 연습 안 하고 계속 장난만 치고 있어요. 너무 귀여워.
มาลูกมาระยะที่2นะคะก็เริ่มจับมือลิงให้หมุนมะพร้าวนะคะเอาลูกเอาออกคำสั่งเหมือนเดิมนะคะแค่คำเดียวเอามือดิ้นด้วยลูกมือดิ้น
This monkey is taking an intermediate class, and he has more focus.
เอาลูกเอา
He can turn the coconut by himself. He is learning the skills he will need to twist the coconut and make it fall. The core of monkey training is loving the monkey and giving it a lot of encouragement. The teacher understands the characteristics of the monkey and teaches as if playing with the monkey. In about 6 months, the monkey can actually pick coconuts. There's even a motorcycle riding course, because many coconut trees must be reached by motorcycle. The final course is for the monkey to learn to sit quietly on the back seat without jumping down from the motorcycle. The principal explained that she followed the Buddhist teaching, trying to communicate with the monkey from eye level. The Monkey Training College was founded 60 years ago by Ms. Somjai's father. Ms. Somjai has grown up with coconut-picking monkeys since she was young, and took over the school when her father passed away.
เพราะว่าตอนที่สมัยคุณพ่อมีชีวิตอยู่เราเท่าแต่ดูไงคะหนูเหมือนหนูสังเกตดูเวลาเราเห็นใครทำอะไรเรามักจะมองว่าไม่เห็นยากเลย
Ms. Somjai says that she wants to treat the monkeys like human beings, even though it might take longer to train them. The forests of Surat Thani are filled with the sounds of her encouragement to the monkeys. I visited another forest in Surat Thani. This calm forest is where Suan Mok Temple is located. The name means the grove of the power of liberation. The forest muffles the sound of the secular world. As I arrived at the monastery within the forest, I found both monks and regular people absorbed in meditation. This monastery is known to build Buddhist teachings and meditation without a single large or fancy building. Buddhadasa was disappointed by the corruption growing within Thai Buddhism, and so founded this monastery so that he could live a humble life, free of possessions, such as Buddha's teachings instruct.
เรียกว่าเอาเนื้อแท้ที่เป็นส่วนที่เป็นหัวใจของพุทธศาสนาเนี่ยมาประกาศและก็วิธีปฏิบัติธรรมก็ไม่ใช่ว่าที่ส่วนโมกจะประดิษฐ์หรือคิดขึ้นมาเองแต่ว่าเป็นสูตรที่มีอยู่ที่พระเจ้าตรัสไว้เองเช่นเรื่องอานาปานสตินี่ไง
Although the monastery is opposed by many existing Thai Buddhists, Thai people agree with the teaching because it is faithful to Buddha's teaching. The empty forest allows a meditating person to fill his heart more fully than any other setting.
들어오는 입구에서부터 정말 나무가 우거지고 시원한 바람과 또 이 매미 소리, 자연의 소리들이 어우러지면서 좀 마음이 깨끗해지고 어떤 속세의 어떤 풍파에서 벗어나서 아주 편하고 깨끗한 마음이 되는 그런 정화가 되는 그런 마음입니다.
I also decided to take some time to meditate. Taking off my traveler's clothes and bags for a while, I wore meditation clothes, which do not have any pockets. I could already feel the teaching that one must live without possession.
네, 제가 지금 입고 있는 옷은 춥바띠바탐이라고 하는 수행을 하거나 단기 출가를 하는 사람들이 입는 옷인데요. 굉장히 입으니까 시원하고 이 옷을 입는 것만으로도 조금 뭔가 경건해지고 마음이 정화되는 그런 느낌을 들게 합니다.
I first learned how to perform a greeting in the Thai Buddhist way.
네, 첫 번째 친구들이나 그냥 친한 사람들끼리 인사를 할 때에는 이 검지가 코 정도에 오도록 이렇게 인사를 하시면 되고요.
Next is how you greet a monk or Buddha. The hand is raised to a different level. The monastery emphasizes the importance of listening to the sound of your heart. It teaches you how to empty your heart. I also learned the position and breathing that helps one concentrate on oneself only. But the position was not easy.
자기의 숨소리에 이제 집중을 하게 되는데요. 숨이 들어가고 나가는 거를 집중하면서 깊이 숨을 들이쉬고 내쉬는 자세를 하게 됩니다.
I took my first steps in practicing the teaching that one must leave the world behind and empty oneself in order to become full again.
ก็จะไม่คาดหวังอะไรค่ะแต่ขอให้นำสิ่งที่เราได้เรียนรู้จากการปฏิบัติธรรมที่สมโภชนะคะก็ปฏิบัติธรรมให้อย่างสม่ำเสมอค่ะเพื่อที่จะลดปัญหาของชีวิตค่ะ
Stripped of any shiny altars or fancy buildings, I found real peace of mind in the Paani Forest.